Yeah, good evening, students. Welcome back with another new topic. Today's topic include declaration of arrays, creation of arrays, initialization of arrays, accessing array elements. I'll be covering these four topics, students, today in this video. Do watch it completely. This is the basic fundamentals of the array by which we can create programs and can deal with the real life programs in Java programming. So let's start. And if this video is useful for you, really helpful for you, because it's a knowledge based video, you should like it, subscribe it, and click on the bell icon. And if you have any doubts, you can comment in the YouTube comment section. So let's start, student, quickly. So first thing is, as you can see, declaration of arrays. Declaration of arrays basically means to declare an array, means to define the array, right? Declaration means to define the array variable with a square brackets. As like we declare a variables like int a is of integer type, we can declare arrays also by four ways. As you can see, that is highlighted in the screen. All these four ways are used to declare an array variables. How will you know that it is array variable, students? Because there is a square bracket over here, right? It's not a normal variable, it is an array variable. So this is the data type, this is the a is the array variable name, and this is the array symbol, right? So everything is being highlighted. The most commonly used is the first one. You can use any of these four, but I basically use this one, and I recommend you to use this one. Int space a, then the array symbol, array variable name, then the array symbol. This what's cover the slide. In this slide we cover basically how to declare an arrays, right? So if the question comes in the exams, what do you mean by declaration of arrays? It basically means to define the variable types, that is the array variable types with square brackets, right? So there are basically four ways to declare array variables. As you can see, I have highlighted with the different colors. The first one you can use in the programming or while writing the program. Next thing is simply declaration won't help. You need to create an array, right? So next thing is about creation of arrays. So creation of arrays means to fix the size of an array or define the length of an array so that it can hold values. Creation of array means to define its length or size so that it can hold values, right? So main definition of creating of array is, or creating array means to define its length or size so that it can hold values, and after that we can work on those values or elements of an array. Now we can declare, after declaration we can create an array. We have to create an array, and creation of array is done by new operator. New operator is a special operator in Java by which we can create an array, okay, or we can create objects. In Java, array is considered as an object, keep in mind. So new operator is basically an operator which is used to allocate memory when objects are created or when array is created, right? So this is the syntax to create an array. Data type, then the array variable name equal to, that is the assignment operator, then the new operator is must, then again the data type, then the size of an array. That means at the time of creation, size has to be given, it is mandatory, or else it will give error. So creating arrays using new operators can be done like this directly. That is, as you can see, there is a pink color highlight I have done over here. You can while creating an array, you can use this. So after creations, there must be few points you should note down, students. That is, array must be created using a new operator. As you can see, without new operator we cannot create array. At the time of creations, size is must. See, size I have given 5. We cannot keep this place blank, right? Size has to be given. Size cannot be negative. We cannot give any negative size over here, because if we give a negative size, it will give negative array index exception. Some exception it will throw, that is negative array exception. Okay, new operator allocates memory. What is the use of new operator? It allocates memory. And as Java, in Java, everything is considered as an object. That is, array is also an object. So objects are created in the heap memory area. Keep in mind, whenever this memory will be allocated by this new operator, it will allocate some space in the heap memory area. Once array is created, its size is fixed. So once this array is created, that is, the array name is A, its size is fixed. That means we cannot change its size. So these are the few points, very important points for exams. You should know, you should understand very carefully. If any doubt, any problem, you feel free to comment on the YouTube comment section. We'll be clearing your doubts. Smart coding will clear your doubts, concepts. For any clarification, you can comment it there. Smart coding will always help you to build the concepts, build the logics, or the programming part of the subject matter. Right. So declaration is done, creation of array is done. So once these are done, we need to store some values in an array, right? That means when a size, here you can see here students, size is 5 over here. That is values we can store in an array called A. So we'll cover up this in the next slide. Creation of arrays. So creation of arrays also, it can be done by this way also. Directly we can do this, or we can first declare it, then we can create it like this. Once it is declared over here, no need to give this symbol over here. So we can directly write A equal to new int 5. So this is what is array creation can be done. I hope this is clear, students. Both the ways you can do. Separately, you can first declare it, then you can create it using a new operator. So now it can store 5 elements, or you can do directly like this. I'll be demonstrating you in the IDE through a programming. Next is initializations. Initialization, the term means it's a technical term used in programming, which is used to assign values to a variable or an array variable so that we can work on the values assigned. So stepwise we'll go through. First we need to declare an array, then we can create an array as I've told you just now. After that we can initialize the array. That means at A0 index, as you know, index always start from 0. At A0 index it has 10, then at A1 20, A2 it has 30, A3 has 40, and A4 is 50. Okay, this is what is using assignment operator. We can assign values to this array having its each unique cell number, that is A0, A1, A2, A3, and A4. Right. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 are called the index number, the cell number, or we can say subscripts. Right. Equal to the assignment operator, and 10, 20, 30, 40 are the array values or array elements. I hope this is clear now. If any doubt, comment it in the YouTube comment section. So these are the basic steps, basic fundamentals which you should know, students, before writing a program. So initialization is done. Now next thing is we can initialize directly like this. Declaration, creation, initialize can be done directly as follows, like this. Int A, then the array symbol equal to, then the how many numbers you can want to store in an array called A. You can do this directly. That means it can store 5. If you are giving here 5 values, that means the size is here 5, right? So I repeat once again: declaration, then it is creation, that is using new operator, then it is initialization, that means assigning values to array variables, right? So any doubt, students, please comment it in the YouTube comment section. Next is accessing array. Basically this accessing means retrieval, or better to, we can say, using an array values or array elements. We can use arrays elements, or we can use array by its numeric index or using loop. That is numeric index by using loop, for loop. Basically we use a for loop. For example, suppose we have created declared an array, first step. Second, we have created using a new operator, then we have assigned 4 values over here. Sorry, it is 5 values we have assigned, because as you know the size is 5, A0 to A4. Now we need to access this array, right? So access can be done starting from 0. Then it will check over here I less than a dot length, that is the a dot length is the size of an array. Length is a property of an array which defines the length or size of an array. So a dot length is 5. So 0 less than 5, condition true, it will print 10, because at A0 it has 10 values. See over here. Now again it will I plus plus, 1 less than 5, condition true, it will print 20. Then again, it is 3 less than 5, it will print, sorry, it is 2 less than 5, then it will print 30. 40, how it is coming, 40 students, 3 less than 5, and finally it is 4 less than 5. So till, starting from index 0, it will go till 4. Once it becomes 5, that means 5 less than 5 condition is false, it will terminate the loop. As I have shown this manually, that is called a dry run of the code to show you the actual working, how it works. Same thing I have shown you over here, manual demonstrations, so that it is helpful for you to understand how this for loop works. So finally we'll get the values 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. That means we are, after creating an array using new operator, we need to use this value, access those values. The accessing array means to retrieve those values. I hope this is clear, students. And length is a property of an array which defines the array size or array length. Clear? So any doubt, any difficulty in understanding, anywhere you get stuck, feel free to interact with me. Smart coding will help you. Now next, so please do not forget to like, share or subscribe if this video is really useful for you. I am focusing for those students who will be giving ICC, and for beginners, those who want to learn Java from basics, from starting, right? So for this motive, this channel has been created to help students, those who want to learn programmings. Now quickly let us stop this and move to this BlueJ editor. As you can see, I've given an arrow demo1 as a class name, then the main method, right? We can directly create this and initialize this, and directly we can do this as I've shown you. There are 5 elements. Then we have done this loop over here to access the array, and this is the printing message will be shown in the screen. So there are 5 elements we have stored over here directly. There is a creation, declaration, initialization. We can be done in directly like this. So let us compile this code, then close this, then go to this program, main method, enter. As you can see, 10, 20, 30 and 40 are the values over here. Now one more thing to show you, students, that is, once you open this code over here, then if I close this one by a comment statement, then if I open this multi-line comment, as I will show you, students, first we have declaration we have done. We can declare any of the ways, so better to use like this, int. Okay, then it is creation done. As you can see, size cannot be negative, size is always positive, new operator is there. Then it is, the creation is done, declaration done, then initialization. Individually we are initializing at each cell number starting from A0 to A4, as you can see, students. After that, what we are doing, basically we are printing in a message for the users. This will highlight in the screen. Then we are using this loop to print the values. Let me show you the output, the students. See, class compile, no syntax error. We can close this, right click on this main method, press enter. Array elements are this. So this is what is the practical demonstrations of the program. See how to write the program. Basically, this is the way to write a program in Java. This is the entire syntax: array declarations, array creations, array initializations, and array retrieval, that is accessing the array elements. So without making this video bit long, we'll stop here. If any doubt, any problem, any difficulty in understanding, please do comment in the YouTube comment section. Thank you, students. Take care.